Dear ports and terminal innovators, greetings and a very warm welcome to CHAMPS Presents the VAMRR International Summit on Ports Maintenance. I am Anand Gurnani, founder of VAMRR Technologies and organizer and curator of today's conference. The summit has been envisioned as a global platform for innovators, pioneers, and passionate professionals from the ports ecosystem worldwide to share insights and perspectives with each other on the topic of digital transformation, data and analytics, data driven approach, mobility, accelerated response and turnaround times, and workforce modernization and well being. We have divided this particular event and edition into two separate events based on time zones. So, this event covers from, say, Egypt to Australia in terms of waking hours, while the sibling event of this shall cover the Americas, that is North, Central, and South, Europe, and Western Africa in terms of waking hours. Firstly, I would like to thank our presenting sponsor for this summit, CHAMPS Software Inc., also known as CHAMPS, which is a leading provider of computerized maintenance management systems, or CMMS. I would like to thank Mr. Chandra Patel, chairman of CHAMPS, for presenting this event and having the global vision to proactively reach out and engage with the ports ecosystem. To Mr. Patel for his immense and continued conviction that we at VAMRR would bring together global peers for knowledge sharing. A big thank you to you, dear ports innovator and leader, because it is the passion of professionals like you for sharing the latest insights that conferences like ours become buzzing, successful, and full of takeaways. We thank all our stalwart speakers for the amount of commitment, time, flexibility, and insights that they have contributed to the event's content and to making this insightful. Today's event is going to be divided into a few sessions. The overall span is around 2.5 hours. We will begin with a brief but very powerful and eloquent technology keynote. From there, we will go on to the highly engaging and deep dive panel discussion, where our stalwart speakers have been very forthcoming with their insights. We then go on to a marquee session, the Ports keynote, which represents a rich, insightful stream of consciousness sharing of experience, which is a masterclass in itself. We then go on to the brief, insightful conversation with operations leaders. And finally, we conclude with an open mic session, inviting everyone to share their views on this topic. On to some basic housekeeping now. We request all participants to make this interactive and to stay focused on the key technological topics of data, digital transformation, and mobility, etc., which I've already mentioned. You have the buttons on your dashboard with the icons, and these icons that you see represent different sections. There is a chat section with a chat icon, which is for your event-specific comments, your comments on the sessions, on the topics that are being discussed. It's like you interacting in real time. There is a Q&A section for posting questions. We invite you to post by typing your questions as and when they come to your mind. And after each session, we have a Q&A, dedicated Q&A segment where we will go through the list of questions posted and highlight some of those questions to the speakers to share their views on. We also welcome your valuable insights in the open mic and Q&A sessions. Dear participants, we all hail from different countries and therefore we all have different accents. And for us to be able to better understand each other's accents, we have used very properly translated closed captions, which you will see under the video for you to follow what is being said, not only by just watching and listening, but also reading the content. A word about VAMRR Technologies. VAMRR is focused on building technology leadership platforms where the whole spectrum of whatever digital transformation stands for is discussed in a deep, insightful manner. We also have a segment, a business unit that builds digitally transformative e-learning solutions, but more about that at another forum. This is our 112th conference in the past 7 years with over 7,500 practitioners, 1,000 industry leaders from over 5,000 organizations having participated across those 7 years. I'm now going to begin with a very important exercise, that of understanding you better, our ecosystem, our audience, our peers from all over the world. So on your screen, you will see one by one different questions pop up on your screen with optional answers. I request you to select your preferred answer, and all you have to do is use your mouse or your finger, depending on what screen you're using, to select the answer of your choice. And in real time, we will be seeing what kind of answers are being selected by all of you, our ecosystem members. So please participate in this polls. Post the polls, we will begin with the keynote. Thank you and welcome.